What's up, everybody? It's the Fantasy Dads coming at you with the Thursday night pregame show with Mick and the Moose. Mick, how you doing tonight, buddy? How's things?
We're doing good, Moose, man. We're doing good. The traffic out there is unbelievable.
Yeah, one single snowflake and everybody freaks out.
Unbelievable.
Yep, that's how it is up here in Rhode Island. Another beautiful night of football. We got Vic in the chat already. What's up, baby? It didn't even tell me that somebody was on yet. He's already commented.
Yeah.
Love to see it. For those of you that are with us on Facebook, thank you very much for joining. However, we are going to start transitioning to YouTube and TikTok only. There is a link in the title of tonight's show. I will remind you many times that is straight to our YouTube channel. And that way we can kind of just consolidate everything. We can get your questions answered as fast as possible so you're in and out if you need to be. We know you guys all have busy lives. So with that being said, just another normal Thursday night show. Got a big game tonight between the Vikings and the Steelers, both still in the hunt somehow. I have no idea how, but they are. We got some ins and outs that we need to talk about tonight. Big injury report for everybody. It should be a fun show, man. Vikings are favored tonight by 3 in most places, but on the good old Rhode Island Sportsbook, it's 3.5. So we'll see what we have to say there. We'll get into that at the end of the show, but we'll start out with the injuries for the tonight's, the ins and outs, and then we'll move on to the who would yous. Any questions you guys have for start sits tonight, please let us know. We know that the Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison thing is quite confusing at this point. Brandon Main on TikTok said, "Say Boston Lager."
Boston Lager, and that's Lager, not Brandon. Even. I'm trying.
Good old Boston Lager. See this, Brandon? This is Harpoon. That's what that is. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate the question. All right, so let's get right into it. The ins and outs. So tonight, Dalvin Cook, after dislocating his shoulder last week, is officially in. This is not what we thought we were going to see. It's really put everybody into somewhat of a tailspin for today. If you own Dalvin Cook, I think we may have differing opinions, but ultimately you're going to decide what you have to do tonight. Ben Cat 91 said, hell yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it, man. So Dalvin Cook is in. He's going to play with a shoulder harness per Adam Schefter. The last time he wore a harness, I believe he ran for 130 yards. So, I don't know. Maybe that'll be part of an argument.
2 tutties, too. Yeah, 2 tutties.
2 tutties. So, that's interesting. That'll be interesting. In regards to Alexander Madison, he's all good to go. He'll be playing too, so we'll see what happens there. Adam Thielen is officially out with an ankle injury. So a lot of you guys have to pivot there. Joe Hayden, I know it doesn't have much fantasy implications as far as points go, but Joe Hayden being out with a foot injury is significant. And I believe that might be it. I know Big Ben has been banged up. He's got a pec right shoulder issue. So we'll see. But we got the questions coming in right away, Mick. If you want to get into it, buddy.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Vikings are getting a couple of big name guys back too this week with Anthony Barr. I believe is Matt Kendricks as well. So they're gonna have a little pep in their step. But yeah, let's get at it, Moose. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll get right after. And if you guys are here on TikTok, first of all, hit that like button so many times. If we hit 10K tonight, I'll chug a beer. Which I know is really just a reward for me. It's not even like a public, ooh, I gotta chug a beer. But no, thank you guys for joining. If you guys want to see the entire show and you also want to see what Mick looks like, you can hit the link in our bio. You can go straight to our YouTube, and we'll be monitoring the questions there as well. Again, if you just joined us on Facebook, we are going to be transitioning the show over to YouTube and TikTok only. We'll probably remain on Facebook for the rest of the season, but we really do want to consolidate it down so we can get your questions answered as fast as possible. Now, Mick, let's get right into it. Let's try to answer these as concise and quickly as possible because I know these guys are itching to get their lineups in. So Vic, immediately, Vic's Doggy Daycare said Dalvin over Pollard. I'll answer yes. Yes, you have to play Dalvin over Pollard.
I like Pollard. I like Pollard over Dalvin Cook. Again, I'm a guy that I don't trust Zeke. We said it. I mean, me and Moose said it here last week, live on air. We both weren't for Zeke. As far as Dalvin Cook is concerned, he's banged up. Again, I understand they're battling for a playoff spot, but you got to take in consideration that they have a decent number 2 back. I mean, maybe a little better than decent. I'd say a good number 2 back. Again, I'm a Pollard guy this week. I like the matchup. I like the matchup against Dallas. I mean, Dallas against I'm having a brain fart here. Washington. Sorry. So yeah, Pollard over Cook. Got a mute here, Moose. We're
You
got
son
to
of a
get
bitch. I was
mute.
on mute.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see.
Hayden Prod said, start St. Brown or Elijah Moore this week. Listen, I love what I saw out of St. Brown this week. I was a big St. Brown guy in the draft. I drafted him pretty much anywhere I could. I no longer own him, and there's a reason for that. To me, it's Elijah Moore. He's just the guy with Corey Davis out too. I love what Moore's been getting looked at. Like he's an absolute target whore right now. Oh wait, did the Jets play this week?
Yes, the Jets play New Orleans.
Oh, they do. Okay, yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Elijah Moore. Yeah, I'm all in on Elijah Moore.
Same here, Moose. And to answer your what you might have been thinking as well is DJ Moore, Carolina. They play Atlanta this week too. So both Moores are active this week.
Okay.
But again, I like Elijah Moore this week against New Orleans.
All right, great. All right, Elijah Moore. Both. We got Ben Cat. Is Conklin a start? Yeah, I think Conklin's a fine start. If you have to. He's been getting looked at, right? He's probably got top 10 upside, I would say, is how I would evaluate Conklin at this point. I mean, if it's anything like his game against Detroit where he got 9 targets, then you're in for a great day. If it's anything like his average, which is about 5, maybe 6, then you're perfectly fine. Yeah, I think Conklin's fine to start. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I like Conklin. I mean, it depends on if you want to go matchup based or what, or who your second tight end is, or who you were debating. But again, I like Conklin. I can agree with that. I like Conklin this week as well. I do have him as a streamer tight end this week too. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're both in on Conklin. Again, the target share is there, especially with Adam Thielen out. I think he'll be perfectly fine. Daniel Serrani, thanks for joining, man. Thanks for the question. Said, so we start Brandon Cooks or Osborne this week? I'll let you take that one first. I think I know where my answer is going to lie, but I'm interested to hear from you because you usually have some outrageous takes.
Yeah, no, I'm actually I'm high on Osborne this week with no Thielen. I actually have Osborne across the board in some DFS lineups. With the absence of Thielen, they're going to be looking to get KJ Osborne involved here. So I like Osborne this week. I was high on Brandon Cooks last week, and I don't think it quite paid off. It was I wouldn't say it was a bust, but it wasn't as much as I thought I was anticipating Brandon Cooks to get.
Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I'm going to agree with you, man. KJ Osborne he's getting targeted in the red zone. That's enough for me. That's enough upside. We haven't seen that upside from Brandon Cooks in a while. So yeah, fuck it. Go ahead. It depends on what kind of situation you're into, Daniel. If you're in a playoff spot already, just go ahead and start KJ Osborne. Brandon Main said, any word on Keenan Allen and COVID? Yeah, he's out officially, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm as of right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out because Mike Williams is maybe going to come back Saturday, and he was just a close contact. So, yeah, as of now, I believe he's out. Check any of the apps, though. I'm pretty sure he had an O next to his name in ESPN today.
Yeah, and Brandon, keep us tuned too. We have another show on Sunday. We'll cover it if it changes as well.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, we have a show on Sunday at 11 a.m. too. So come back for that. We got a question. Oh, not a question. Who dat Valen? He said, hello from Boston. Let's go. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, we love that. Show.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindell Bond said pick 2. Jamal Adams, Khalil Herbert, Dontrell Hilliard. I think you'd have to wait till Sunday, man, because we just don't know if Herbert is going to have a massive role and if Monty's going to be out. I personally don't think Monty will be out. I have too much stake in him to be out. But yeah, between the other two, I think I'd roll out Dontrell Hilliard just because we don't know what to expect out of that backfield. I don't know, that's a tough one. What say you, Mick? Because I don't. That's a tough situation to be in.
Um, I was the only. I believe. I mean, don't quote me here, but I'm pretty sure I was the only one high on Hilliard last week, and he had a boom
for
week.
sure.
He had a boom week, and I'm gonna stick with it. I like Dontrell Hilliard. I'm one of those guys that I'm a gambling guy. Gamble responsibly. But I like his upside this week. Dontrell Hilliard, and again, I'm not sure if I'm going with Herbert, depending on David Montgomery's status.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. So let's say he plays. I'm going to go Jamal Williams and Dontrell Hilliard.
I'm with you there.
Yeah,
I'm definitely with you there.
yeah. All right. Take of Shub said, "Is CMC a late first, early second next year?" I think that's something we'd have to get into the off season because we got too many questions regarding games tonight.
I was gonna say I'll answer him. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'd consider him in the second. I don't think I'd gamble on him in the first round, but I'd take him as a second round pick if he's there. Carry on.
Yeah. Somebody said do a ghost. No, I'm not gonna do a ghost, man. You're crazy. Somebody said OBJ, Higgins, or Jacobs at flex. Again, it's not an easy question. Those are three really highly if Jacobs plays anything like last week, shit, you're in for a good day. But personally, I'd probably go with T. Higgins. I'm a huge T. Higgins guy. I love what I've seen out of him. That team's just going to keep getting more comfortable, and they're going to throw the ball more and more. I said he'd be a top 25 wide receiver this year, and I think I went as high as to say I thought he would finish top 20. We don't know if that'll happen, but yeah, over OBJ and Jacobs, give me Higgins against San Francisco. He's going to have better coverage than Jamar Chase does.
So I'm going to say this again. I was high on OBJ last week. He did have his touchdown like I thought he would. But I'm not riding the OBJ train. I'm riding the Higgins train this week.
Yeah, boy.
I do have an unbelievable amount of stock in Higgins. I was a crazy animal, and I happened to sit Higgins last week, but it was the point differential for who I played him for was only a few. So It wasn't like it, boomer busted me, but I got blown out by 70 anyway. The guy just had an unbelievable week. So
gotta love weeks right before the playoffs. That happens.
He put up 100 in its scoring league. So I wasn't. I wasn't touching him last week. But again, I've been pretty good about a lot of my starts sits this year. And again, another one I'll say, which there was, I believe, on my end on a standard scoring league. I sat Joe Burrow last week for Gardner Minshew, and it was a 6-point difference. We did say live on air that the Cincinnati game against the was it the Rams? It was a high scoring game. So again, yeah, I forget who I'm drawing a blank here, but yeah, no, that's my take on that.
Okay. All right, yeah, so Higgins all around. We got a question from Agamboa. Said Muth or Waller? Muth. We still don't know if Waller's 100%, so I'll take Muth tonight.
Yeah, we like the Muth here.
Yeah, we like the Muth. All right, Jackson Kirchville said Pollard or A.J. Dillon at flex. For me, it's probably A.J. Dillon. He's gotten a solid workload through and through. I know Pollard has too. You can argue that Zeke isn't 100%. I get that. But against Chicago, I think Green Bay eventually is just going to end up running the ball, even though Aaron Rodgers absolutely owns them. I think they're probably going to be fairly close ranked-wise. You probably have a pretty close projected score. I'm going to go A.J. Dillon. How about yourself? And we got about 41 questions, so let's roll.
We'll roll. Who was the second guy? Dillon or who?
Pollard. You love Pollard this week.
No, I do like Pollard this week. Uh, it's is this the first or second meeting against Dallas here? Washington and Dallas.
The first of two, I believe, because they have him in the playoffs.
Again, I'm gonna take Pollard because again my takes have paid out as far as the way I view division first matchups in division games. It's a ground and pound football game. It's an in your face type of game. The NFC East is an in your face division anyway. I like Pollard this week over AJ Dillon, especially with Aaron Jones. Again, I mentioned it before in later earlier shows on in the year. Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon remind me a lot of Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw. So I like the 1-2 punch, but I like Pollard this week against Washington.
Okay. All right, so we split the fence on that one. Thanks for the question, Jackson. All right, I'm going to answer these next two really quick. Evan22 Orange said Saquon health. Yeah, Saquon's healthy, and everything points to this game should have been his probably biggest game of the year. They give up 142 yards on the ground per game, the Chargers. However, they're starting Jake Fromm. That makes me worried that they're going to be able to sustain any type of drives offensively that entire day. Could I be wrong? Yeah, but if you're looking for a playoff spot, I'm not banking on that. If you have a better option to go to, I would.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that game.
Yeah, I mean, they held Joe Mixon to like under 60 yards or something crazy like that. I just don't trust
he
it.
Still scored. He still got in the end zone. I mean, if you're looking for touchdown upside, go with it. But
yeah, but that offense can move the ball without having to run it. I don't think that Jake Fromm and the Giants. And I'm a huge Jake Fromm guy. Loved watching him in college, but I just don't think it's going to happen. James Robinson health. Yeah, I mean, I think he's healthy. You can play him. We'll keep it at that.
I actually have him as a bust, man.
Yeah, I mean, he could be, but he's healthy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, so, but I don't think he'll run well against Tennessee either. Gotcha. But I'm just saying. Friarmuth or Hagby?
I like Muth this week over Hagby. I actually have Hagby as a bust this week. Yeah, so I'll make that a statement. I mean, again, I have Friarmuth as. I mean, Friarmuth's a must start. So Higby's is usually a must start too. I just think Higby's a bust this week.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll go Friarmuth too. I don't like that matchup against Arizona. They've been pretty good against the tight end.
Yeah.
Luke Day 22 said Madison or Kareem Hunt. That one's a little bit tougher for me. It depends on if it's a PPR. But with Dalvin Cook still on the mend, and I love Dalvin Cook tonight, I would probably say Madison. He just has more upside. He has more of a chance to see the ball.
I'm gonna agree here. This is a second meeting between Baltimore and Cleveland this season. I'm pretty sure that was the Monday night game where I nailed Cleveland for more punts. So that was a ground and pound in your face game. Look for that game to be an absolute airing it out. Air out the laundry that game.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Nick Chubb finished the RB42 if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, boys said, have a great day. You too, man. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. All right, Retweets Junior. We're going to try to get to all your questions, guys. I promise, but we're trying to give you guys the best possible answer. We know it's important you guys win your week, so we're going to do our best to answer these quickly and concisely. Retweets Junior, welcome back, man. Thanks for joining the Discord. He said, do you think Cook will have a full workload? I don't feel the same way I did about Zeke last week. I do think Cook is going to have a full workload. We've seen him play banged up before. And I'll keep my answer at that until we do the actual pregame right before, probably around 8 o'clock. We'll probably jump on that. But I can speak for Mick does not.
Yeah, I think we touched on it a little bit earlier, but I don't think so. I don't think he's going to have a full workload. I think they're going to lean on Madison. In the past, when Cook's been banged up, I mean, the stats show it 125 yards or something like that and 2 touchdowns. So, I don't think he's, even though the circumstances that he's Minnesota's battling for a playoff spot, I just don't see Minnesota using him to his full capacity tonight with a healthy Alexander Madison. So,
yeah, that pretty much does it. What do you think of Jalen Guyton? Yeah, I think you can play him. I think at this point you can play him, especially with Keenan Allen out. Mike Williams is going to get top coverage there, and Jalen Guyton, he'll have
Yeah.
better coverage, but they're going to have to hit him. I actually love Jared Cook this week, though. If we're speaking frankly.
Yeah, no, I agree. I also do like Guyton this week. Even I mean, he had what, 2 huge plays last week and an unbelievable grab over the shoulder. Again, I like Guyton. He's a good he's an up and coming talent. So
Yeah, and let's not forget
like
the
it.
Chargers are just one game behind the Chiefs right now, so they're going to air that ball out. Somebody said, Daniel Serrani said, I need to win this week to make playoffs. I'm going to go with Osborne, though. Yeah, man. I mean, I hope it works out for you. Really, we're
our support.
Yeah, we hope it works out for you. If it makes you feel any better, I'm also going Osborne in one league as well. So,
yeah, I got Osborne going as well tonight in our Fantasy Dads League of Legends.
Dude, the League of Legends.
Yeah,
oh shit,
dude,
that's a good name.
Yeah, I picked it up. I picked him up for because Thielen was out.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Aiden Quigley said, "What about Derrick Henry? Is he coming back? Not for fantasy, but he will be back." Travis Taylor 25/7 said, Muth or Knox? Here's the thing. We had this discussion, and I put a poll in our group chat. Muth or Knox rest of season. However, I do love Knox this week. I'll go Knox.
Yeah,
Tampa Bay defense is good against the run. That's about it.
I like Knox this week. I do. I just think that Tampa Bay they have a good defense. But Buffalo has too many wide receivers to cover, and that's going to leave Knox open. The matchup is going to be. They don't have size. Their secondary doesn't have size. They're a smaller second. They have one of the smaller secondaries in the NFL, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And Dawson Knox, I think, is definitely going to take advantage of that. I like Knox this week, and I like Knox going forward the rest of the year. I was actually debating Dawson Knox over Kelsey the rest of the season, and Kelsey was my number 1 pick.
That's crazy. You're a crazy person. You're a crazy person.
But he's putting the numbers up. What can I say?
Yeah. Nathan Fred 1 said, and thank you guys for all the questions. I know it's taken a while for us to get to all of them, but we do appreciate it. Should I start Madison with Cook in? Depends on what else you have in your lineup, but I'll go ahead and say, yeah, I think you can. I have to start him in 2
I'll give you like a stat line. So because I don't think that Cook's going to be used to his capacity, I do think that he has a touchdown upside, and I think that Madison has the potential to boom for 100 yards plus tonight, and Cook has the potential to go for 30 and a touchdown. So the points are about the same. Like it's just, I don't think you can go either way.
You think the volume is going to go to Madison, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Ertz or Conklin? Give me Ertz, man. With DeAndre Hopkins in, I think it actually helps Ertz. Kyler's pretty much healthy. If it makes you feel any better, I'm going Ertz in a few leagues over, a few guys. So, I'll take Ertz over Conklin.
I agree with you there. I like Ertz this week.
Yeah. B Berg 35 said start Cook over your whole team now. Love it. Love to see it. We got another question. Papa Jezer. Do I start Hilliard or Jamal Williams? I'll go with Jamal Williams. First of all, DeAndre Swift may not even be playing, if I'm correct. I don't even know if he's playing.
I think he's still out.
Even if he's not nearly healthy enough, and Jamal Williams can carry that load. We've seen him do it for years whenever Aaron Jones was out. So give me Jamal Williams. And I can't trust that Tennessee backfield. I have Deontay Foreman open in a league where I could probably use him, but I just don't trust that backfield yet.
I like Hilliard. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with my guns. I was high, again, I said it a little while ago. I was high on Hilliard last week. I'm high on Hilliard going forward. I just think that he's proven himself. He's playing for a contract, I'm pretty sure, for next season. So look for him to extend those runs, and carry guys for that extra couple of yards. So I like Hilliard this week. We're muted again, Moose. Oh man.
God damn it, man. Whatever. Antonio Gibson or Josh Jacobs from Mo XXL. Antonio Gibson versus Dallas. He's gonna ruin that defense.
I agree. You're probably leaning Josh Jacobs. The unfortunate incident with Kenyon Drake season ending and Jalen Richard on the COVID list. That's probably why you're leaning Jacobs. I also have Gibson and Jacobs right there, neck and neck, 9 and 10 on the week. So again, I like Gibson this week, but it's your call.
Okay. All right. The same guy said pick 2, Chubbard and Jamal, or I forget the other one. Just go Chuba and Jamal, man. That's what I
like
do.
Chuba. Yeah, Chuba I have as a big streamer this week, and Jamal I have as a top 5.
Chuba, Jamal, or Hilliard?
Nah, I'm going Chuba and Jamal.
Okay, same. We got another question from Kyle Francisconi. I hope I said that right, man. But as you can see, I'm pretty Irish, so I'm just doing my best here. He said Kirk Cousins.
I'm an Italian guy.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson. I have them ranked back to back. I have Russell Wilson just ahead of him. Against Houston, he's going to absolutely light it up. They still don't have a run game. Adrian Peterson's not doing it. So I'll take Russ. I'm
with you.
All right. That's a twofer. Vic said hammer the Steelers money line. Oof.
Vic, I think it's a push this week, Vic. But I do have the Steelers because in our state it's 3.5 as a spread, and I just don't see this being a 4-point game. But I do have the Steelers.
All right. Kyle, go with Kirk. I don't know about that. He said thank you. You're welcome. I don't think he was saying that to us though. Zeke or Gibson? Give me Gibson this week, man, against Dallas over him. Over Zeke against Washington. I just think Washington's going to air the ball out. I don't even know if he finishes top 20.
No, I don't think. I think Zeke's irrelevant right now until further notice. Believe it or not, again, I said it before. I'll say it again. I'm playing Tony Pollard over Zeke. So, but
Pollard has a foot injury though. He might not play.
I'm still playing him, even if he's not playing. He'll put up more points than Zeke.
Awesome. All right, we got W4TA 1301 Ertz or Hawkinson. That's interesting because I do love Ertz, but I don't know. Hawk is Hawk, man.
I got Hawk. So let me
against Denver though.
Yeah, no, I got Hawk as a top 5 tight end on the week over Kyle Pitts, Schultz, Foster Moreau, and Higby.
I have Hawkinson at the number 5, so.
All right, cool.
I agree.
We agree there.
Yeah, both take
again
Hawkinson.
in here. I agree there. But again, I like. We had Rhino called it, I think, live on stream last week that the Lions are going to beat the Vikings. So I like Hawkinson this week. I think the Lions are playing with house money.
Yeah.
And they got nothing to lose. And believe it or not, the Lions, if they went out and other teams and whatnot, like, they could still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they win.
Oh, the Lions are not making the playoffs. Shut up. The Lions do not make the playoffs. Shut up. You're out of your mind. On to the next question. Jesus Christ. Do I play Dalvin Cook? Do you think he's going to get good carries? Yes. He thinks no. On to the next one. Nathan Twaretsky. Guyton or Osborne?
Osborne.
Yeah, I'll take Osborne too, man. He's just getting targeted in the red zone too much. I'll take him.
Is there a bonus on touchdowns or something like that? Is there a bonus? Because I like Yeah, if not, I mean, I might say Guyton, to be honest with you. Over, there's no way Osborne scores more than more than a touchdown tonight. If he does score a touchdown, there's no way he
Yeah,
scores
I
two.
would imagine not, but he definitely has a. Let's put it
Oh,
this way: Jalen Guyton will be lucky to finish top 40. I think
oh
KJ
yeah,
Osborne can
he's
definitely
gonna
finish
finish
top 30.
top 15. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
Jesus!
easy.
Okay, all right, that's wild. That's out of control. I'm just nervous that Dalvin won't get carries. Yeah, dude, believe me, we're all nervous. We're all nervous, but
Not me, because I don't have stock in him.
believe me, yeah. So it's easy to say for you, but believe me when I tell you that they are looking to be in the playoffs, and Dalvin Cook is part of that equation. He wants to go to the playoffs. He wants to win.
It's true.
I'm
It's true.
scrolling through all the questions. It looks like Rhino and Kev are answering a ton of them. Is Montgomery going to play? You just got to check. You got to keep your ear to the ground, man, because we don't know yet. I think he's going to play. I think so. It's weird. Usually when they're focused on one area of injury, as crazy as it is, that worries me more. Right now, he's got a groin, glute, and shoulder injury. I think he's working on all three. So what that tells me is that he's just banged up. I think David Montgomery plays this week. All right.
I agree.
Carson said, "Wait, did he say something about Madison?" Yes, have been. Yeah, Madison, I think is a fine play. I think he might vulture a touchdown tonight. I kind of think the opposite of what Mick thinks. Like, I don't necessarily think. I think Dalvin Cook will get at least 70% of the work. That's 70 to 80% is what I would think. I could be dead wrong, but I don't think I am. I just think they're in a position where they want to win. Dalvin wants to win. He wants to be out there. I just think he's going to play. But yeah. So Retweets Jr. said Madison or Freeman. I mean, I think we both agree Madison on that. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have a piece of Freeman too, so it's probably easier for me to say that. But he had 14 carries for 52 last week, 8 targets, 21 points, finished the top 10. And he's done that every other week the past 5 weeks. So I guess this would be an off week for him. Against Cleveland, he got 16 carries. He finished with 7 points. Take it for what you will. I'll take Madison just because he's got a little better of a matchup.
Right. I agree.
But Freeman's like the guy there.
No, I know, but I'm still sticking to my guns.
Shit.
Sticking to my guns. Sticking to my guns.
Man. You know what? No, then I'll go Freeman. I'll go Freeman. We're split. Nope, I convinced myself otherwise. Rhino, you in love with Zeke or you just hate Pollard? Yeah, no, Pollard has torn plantar fascia, is what Kev said. So not good. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good. Do we have any comments on YouTube, by the way, Mick?
No, I haven't. I was just gonna say that I thought there was something going on with my YouTube channel, but
yeah, no.
I don't see any comments. I actually I peeked over to Facebook quick, and Kev's been taking care of Facebook over there. So, yeah, no, it's and
just
Sean
good men.
Last, yeah, that's it. We got a good group of guys here. The only thing I got on Facebook is Sean Grant saying, "Are the Vikings covering?" I think so.
The Vikings
yeah,
are favored. No, they're not covering. Not where we are. I don't think they're covering -3. Every game they win, it seems to be like the tightest game of all time. Yeah, so
3
I mean, against the Lions, they beat them by 2. They lost to the Lions. Like, they beat the Packers by 3. Like, I just don't see them beating the Bengals. They lost by 3. The Colts, they lost by 2. Every single game they play is close. They lost. I mean, it's crazy.
There was a crazy stat. I don't have it in front of me, but
never mind. That was preseason. I was wrong.
I was going to say the last I saw, we're week 14 now.
Yeah,
back in week back in week 9 of their 9 losses. I believe 7 of the 9 losses back in week 9 were by 3 points or less. I mean, and that was
Yeah,
a pretty.
that's.
Again, I haven't followed up on it, but that's absurd.
Let's put it
Like
this
the
way:
Lions just know how to lose at the end
if
of the
the
game.
yeah, if the Vikings were plus 3.5 or plus 3, I would smash it. I would smash it.
Definitely.
But like they knew what they were doing. Vegas knows what it's doing when it puts the Steelers at plus 3. And I don't know, man. It's a tough call, but we'll get into that in a little bit. What time are we at? We're at 7:49, so we got some time.
Yeah.
Vic said, Moose, did you see my thing about Discord? I did not. I'm sorry, man. I must have missed it.
Yeah, you go. I'll swing over to Discord here.
I don't know if it was on Discord or not, but tell me again, Vic, what you said about Discord, because I have no idea. I don't know.
You. Vic said.
He might have said it on here.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because the only thing I got from Vic on Discord, and I'm not seeing it. He posted a picture of his lineup. Who do I start here?
Oh, he's got it.
It looks like Cooper on the bench, Hagby, Dalvin Cook on the bench, DK Metcalf on the bench. Oh, I think he's talking about his flex. In the flex over Jamar Chase. I mean, I could be wrong unless he's taking a picture of the bench and he's going through his lineup. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he's got
Mike Williams is out.
Yeah, Mike Williams is definitely out.
So you gotta start.
Chase should
Cooper.
Be a month. You're gonna start Cooper.
Oh wait, no.
I think he's got Jamar Chase in his flex.
All right, timeout. Who's his running backs are? Kamara and Eckler. I would put Jamar Chase in the wide receiver slot, and I'd put Kamara I'd put Eckler in my flex and start Cook. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta go with the running backs there. I don't think, as much as I love Amari Cooper this week, I think Dalvin Cook's gonna eat. I do. Mike Will is not 100% out. That's right. I'm sorry, Rhino. He can come back Saturday. Either way, I would put Chase in my wide receiver slot. I would put Cook in my running back slot, and I would take Eckler and put him in my flex. That's what I would do. That's how I would work that. St. Brown or Moore, Hayden Prods. We did answer this before. We both agreed Elijah Moore. We like Elijah Moore a lot. He's getting a ton of targets, like 10 to 13 targets a game or something like that. Crazy. So, and now Corey Davis is done for the season. Give me Elijah Moore all day. Vic's Doggy Daycare said, even with Allen out, I don't think that Allen being out helps Mike Williams at all. I think that if anything, it makes his night a little harder. He's going to get way better coverage, Vic. And I think it opens up Jared Cook. I think in the red zone, it opens up Jared Cook and Donald Parham. Parham's in, right? Is he hurt?
Parham. Last I saw, Parham was in.
I mean, I'm not saying go ahead and start Donald Parham. I'm just saying I don't think Mike Williams being the premier wide receiver is good for his fantasy output. I've seen it before. Yeah, Josh Palmer. Rhino said Josh Palmer. Yeah, Jalen Guyton. I mean, like those guys might see more targets because of this. It's a trickle-down banking effect. It's just how this thing works. Like, it's like when you put Kyrie Irving in as a number one. It don't work. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how it is.
Are you sure that doesn't work?
Oh, I'm positive. I am 100% positive. So, we don't have any other questions at the moment. 7:53, Mick. Let's talk a little bit more about maybe the weekend. Anybody you're favoring? Anybody you like rest of season that maybe you think people should pick up before the game tonight? Anything to that matter? Because we could do the who would-yous.
Not too soon for that. Seeing as we've been getting a question fairly regularly lately about kickers. I think Greg Joseph is a valid pickup tonight. Again, I just the reason why Pittsburgh is one of those defenses that bends and doesn't break. They give up a lot of yards, but they don't give up too many touchdowns. I I like Greg Joseph tonight as a kicker. As a matter of fact, out of my 5 DFS lineups, I have Greg Joseph in 2 of them. So I actually think Greg Joseph's going to hit a couple of big field goals tonight. With that said,
I like both of the kickers tonight.
yeah, I mean, even then, is Boswell kicking tonight? Like again, I saw weird. Like
Last I
Dan
saw
Bailey,
is that
like, what?
last I saw is that he's kicking. Yeah.
So I mean, in Boswell is a number 1 kicker behind for a long time behind Justin Tucker. So I like kickers tonight. I think it's a kickers game. If anything, excuse me, if Vegas says anything about this game by 3 points, it tells you that it's going to be a kicker's day today.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that prediction. I think tonight's a big night for kickers.
Yeah, as Vic said, normalize punters over kickers in fantasy. I love that. That's so good. I love that so much. All right, yeah. So we got a question here from.
Let's hear it. I was gonna say punters over kickers. I mean, I like that. There was a nasty. Was it in the Buffalo New England game? That nasty punt that was like inside the half-yard line. I forget what it was, a gross punt last week that I actually was like, whoa! Like, I don't say that about punt. Another beer, and I was like, oh! Inside the half-yard line. I'm like, that is, how many points is that? But no, that's a good stat line there.
God.
Anyways, what's our question here, Moose?
Yeah, so we got a question here from Vic. I think it's an interesting one. He said, "Can we get a playoff prediction?" And as long as we have no outstanding questions, I don't see why we can't do that. We never really get to just talk football around here. We never really get to talk about the season.
We're loaded. I got a lot
anything like that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Go ahead. Oh, he's slapped his notes down.
Right? Yeah, I'm old school, and I'm not going to show you guys these notes because they're all over the place.
Top
but
secret.
I am going to flip my page here. Playoff predictions here. I'll start with the AFC. I have the Chiefs winning the division. Now I don't have them quite winning the AFC, but it's going to come down to. I think the AFC East is going to come down to the last week. Living here in New England, all the hype surrounding the Patriots and how they got this win streak. 2-4, and then they banged out so we're at 7 straight, Moose, here up in New England. I see the Patriots and the Bills. I see it coming down to the Patriots and the Bills. So I think I want to say the Patriots win the AFC East. I want to say Kansas City wins the AFC West. I'm gonna say Cincinnati wins the AFC North, and the South. I mean, it's a toss up. It's a toss up. I think the Colts are gonna be that sneaky wild card team.
I don't disagree with that at all.
I think the Colts are your hottest wild card team going into the playoffs. I mean, that's assuming the Colts win. They win out. I believe they need to win out, and there's no room for error. I mean, between Tennessee and what's that? Indy, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Houston, and Indy, right?
Yeah.
I just don't. If it's going to come down to, is Tennessee going to win that division, or is Indianapolis going to win that division?
Right now the Titans are 8-4, Colts are 7-6. Pretty damn close, man.
That's going to come down to the wire. I see Indy being that sneaky good team. The other team you can't count out, like I said, I got Cincinnati winning the AFC North, is the Steelers. It's a known fact right now that this is probably Big Ben's last year. I don't. You can't count them out of it. Big Ben. You see a different playoff Big Ben. It's crazy. And don't forget, we got that extra wild card. What is that? Seed 7. There's an extra
seed
wild
7.
card this year, so I like the Raiders. I think that 7th wild card spot's gonna come out of the AFC West. I like the Raiders. I just think that the Broncos are pretenders. I don't think they're contenders. I think they're pretenders. But again, the Raiders are known. Is this the Raiders' year to make the playoffs, or are the Raiders gonna throw up all over themselves? So, again, I got Kansas City, New England, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Tennessee, and Pittsburgh. Those are my 7 out of the AFC.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh shit! All of my web pages just closed, so that's fun.
Kansas City.
So I'm off. I'm off the graphic right now, but give me a sec. I'll get back to it.
No, I got you. I'll get us. I'll keep us rolling here. So I got Kansas City in the West. I got New England in the East. I've got Cincinnati in the North, and I've got Indianapolis in the South. I then have Pittsburgh in one of the wild card spots.
You have Pittsburgh making it.
Yeah, dude. I think
wow.
I've got yep. Tennessee as a wild card, and I've got Kansas City, New England, Cincinnati, Indy, Pittsburgh, Tennessee. I'm missing one. Fuck, who am I missing? Indy, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Kansas City. Oh, the Raiders, Oakland.
You have the Raiders in.
Yeah, I got the Raiders in. Because again, I just don't see. I just think that the Broncos are pretenders. I don't see it happening.
Oh, me either. Oh yeah, no, I don't see the Browns in either, like at all. Definitely not where I'm at. When it comes to what I think is going to happen, I think the Patriots will get the bye. I think they stay at the top. I think the Bills will play the Titans. I don't think the Colts get in. As surprising as that might be with how good they're playing, I would probably take the Bengals getting in. I think they somehow weasel their way in and they would be a wild card slot, wouldn't they? Yeah, because the Ravens are going to win that division. So
you think the Ravens are going to win the division?
Yeah, I would imagine so, right? Like they have to. Like they can't win that division.
Dude, put it this way. I put it this way. If the Ravens miss the playoffs,
oh God.
Listen, I'm speaking hypotheticals. Now I posted, if you guys follow me on Facebook, it's a wild time. It is. I think Harbaugh might be on the hot seat in Baltimore, and I have a feeling that the Ravens will let Lamar walk at the end of the year.
No.
Yeah, dude. I that's how crazy. Put it this way: the experts were right as far as the experts said. Last season, so this current season and next season are going to be the biggest changes as far as starting quarterbacks for the opening day. And I believe it. I believe that, especially with Jared Goff going to Detroit and Stafford going to the Rams. But again, it all depends on I pay attention to the game a little differently than most. Like I won't even have a dog in the fight and I'm booing the TV. Like who does that? You know what I mean? Like who does that? Like who says like Matt Ryan, like no dog in the fight and who's booing Matt Ryan? Like guy's gonna like like I'm not one to pay much attention to Tom Brady, but everybody hates him so much that it makes me want to love him even more than everybody hates him. So like
Yeah,
Tom
that's fair.
Brady threw easily one of his grossest interceptions against Atlanta on a screen pass last week. I don't know if anybody
That was
saw that,
bad.
but it was
It wasn't
putrid.
good.
It was not good. It was gross. And I mean, again, I was sitting there like, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not one of those. Oh, I love Tampa Bay. No, I was like, boo, Tom, what are you doing? Come on. Like, and I'll be the first.
You're out of your mind.
Oh, I'll be the first one to say it. When the Patriots lost, I won't just say lost. When the Patriots got smoked by Tennessee, in the playoffs, 2 years ago, Brady's last game in New England, section 134, row 10. I was, boo! You're a Tom hanging up. And,
Was that against the Titans?
Oh yeah, dude! In the
I was at that game.
And
I was there too.
Dude, I'm screaming. But little did I know that was Brady's last game as a Patriot. So I'm like, damn, I kicked this guy out of town. Like I mean, I'm sure if anybody's been to a Patriots game, it's a wild time. It's definitely.
Who do you think is going to finish number one in the AFC North then? The Steelers?
The Bengals. I got the Bengals.
Oh, okay, all right. So I agree. I think after looking at the schedules, I think I'd agree. But it's going to be a tough sell, man. I just don't think that. Looking at the schedule now, Lamar and the Ravens have Cleveland, Green Bay, Cincinnati, and the Rams. I think that's 3 losses. I think that's 3 losses in a row going into the postseason. Whereas the Bengals, they have San Francisco, definitely think they can win that. They have the Broncos, definitely think they can win that. They have Baltimore, definitely think they can win that. And then they have Kansas City, and I think that's 3 wins and a loss, and I think that puts them at that would put them at 10-6.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
10-6. And then if the Ravens, lose, I mean they're 9-7, right? So yeah,
Correct.
I'll take the Bengals to win that division too, but I do think the Ravens make it into the playoffs, obviously. So I'll switch the Bengals and the Ravens. Guess what? At 6-3, they still play against each other in the playoffs. So it really doesn't matter how you rank them. Right. And then probably the Chargers and the Chiefs. I think those 2 teams are hot right now. Do I think that the Colts? Do I think the Colts can make a possible run and get in there over, say, the Chargers? Yeah, I think it might be able to happen, but I'm not. I'm just not going to put my life on that happening. I don't think I could.
Oh, fair enough. I like it. I mean, again, I just I don't think Kansas City. I'm sorry. So again, I've got New England 1, Kansas City 2, Cincy 3, Indy 4, and then Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Oakland in that order.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate that though. Like I don't think that's bad. So we said what? The Bengals finish at 10-6, right?
Correct.
So that would mean that they would have to get the 3. If they got the 3 seed, we're assuming the Titans probably. It doesn't matter. Listen, the teams I think that are going to get in. I said, I think it's those 7 teams, and the Bills will probably fall along the line of 6 or 7. They see the Ravens or the Patriots, or I'm sorry, the Titans or the Titans or the Ravens. But let's move on to the NFC. Do you have anything on the NFC? It's 8:08 right now, so let's try to get this done, and then we'll give our picks for tonight.
So as far as the NFC is concerned, I think everybody is somewhat in agreement that Green Bay, not Tampa Bay. Green Bay, I think, is going to go number 1. The Rams at number 2. Tampa Bay at number 3. And then 4 through 7, it's so close that if one team
It's
loses,
crazy.
yeah, if one team loses, they're out of the playoffs. Like that's how close the NFC is.
It's so close that between the 12 and the 9 seed, the Vikings, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Saints, if they all win this weekend, and then the Eagles, Niners, and Washington were to stay at 6-6, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a 7-way tie
Right.
for the playoffs. So
And
I don't know what
that
I don't know what the tiebreaker is.
So I think
but
it's win
pretty
percentage.
damn close, man.
I think it goes win percentage.
Well, it couldn't if they all have the same win percentage. I think it would be head-to-head matchups.
Correct.
So, I mean, shit. Like it's almost impossible to call. But if you had to, I mean, shit. The Eagles are hot right now. The Vikings might get a win or two, but the Eagles are really the team that could make it because they're 6-7, and the two teams that they're knocking on the door of are Washington and the 49ers. I do think the Cowboys and Rams get in, though. I think those two are guaranteed. I don't think the Eagles overtake the Cowboys for that spot. So for me, it's in again the Rams. I don't think they're gonna like lose out. I don't. I just my genuine and my general assumption is that they don't. They have Arizona. They'll lose that game. They're gonna beat Seattle. They're gonna beat Minneapolis. They're gonna beat Baltimore. So they go 3-1 in the next 4 weeks. And for the rest of those teams, I mean, it doesn't get necessarily easier, but the only team I can see sneaking in past Washington or the 49ers is, the Eagles or the Vikings. Those are the only two. I don't think the Panthers or Falcons or Saints will make a comeback. I just don't.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, no. So after Tampa Bay, Moose, I got Dallas, San Francisco, Minnesota, Washington as the 7th seed.
Washington as the 7th seed?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think you would, the 6 or the 7, because do they have a win against the Niners?
No.
They don't. Okay.
Actually,
yes.
I'm not even sure they played the Niners.
Because technically they're ranked above. Yeah, I don't think they did, but they're ranked above the Niners right now. So I don't know exactly why that is. But yeah, I mean the Cardinals, Packers, Buccaneers, Broncos, those are the Broncos, the Cowboys, those 4 are in. And then I have the Rams at 5. And then I think I'm gonna take Washington at 6, and I think I'm gonna take the Eagles at 7, man. As crazy as that is, Gardner Minshew's in the freaking house. What a game he had, huh? You called it. You called it. But the Eagles don't have like a terribly. If I remember correctly, they have Washington,
they have all division
Giants,
games.
Washington, Dallas. So
Correct.
I mean, if Washington were to lose those 2 games, man, it's not like. I mean, they have Dallas and the Giants. I think they win maybe 2 out of those 4, right? And then Philly, I think they can win 2 out of those 4. So it really comes down to how Washington's going to do. I don't know. Right. That's a tough call, man. It's a tough call.
But yeah, no, I so based on my 7 from the AFC and 7 from the AFC and NFC, who do you got in the AFC Championship?
The AFC Championship? At this point,
it's going to be a rematch.
So they get reseeded every time, right? So if the Chiefs beat the Chargers, Ravens beat the Bengals, who do you think would win? I guess I can't ask you. This is my bracket. I think the Bills beat the Titans, so I think the Patriots take on the Bills. I think the Chiefs take on the Ravens. I think the Chiefs win. I think the Patriots win. I have the Patriots Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, crazy. Dude, 5 weeks ago, I was not talking about the Pats. I was not.
I'm still skeptical about talking about them.
Yeah, I don't like being too high on them. I think the only reason I'm talking about them now is because they've been hot. That's all.
I think believe it or not though, Moose, the Patriots are the most talked about team in recent weeks. Especially this week. I don't know about you, but I'm a big Sirius XM guy. And That's a
I am not.
national radio station. I got the NFL Network blasting on 35 in the car all the time. And this week, they've been talking a lot about the Patriots and how Bill should be considered one of Bill. They're talking about Bill being considered Coach of the Year, which
He should be.
I mean, I agree. I
He
think,
should. With the team he put together, he should be
and that's why is
at this
because
point.
this year Bill has defaced all odds as far as a record is concerned, and as far as the Patriots being relevant is concerned. Bill has turned the ship around. They were talking about the amount of money Bill spent in the offseason on free agents. They were saying that the guy was crazy. They were putting him in the category of,
I mean, I still think he gave Nelson Aguilar too much money, but
I think so.
I would have loved to see Josh Reynolds in a Pats jersey, but anyways, on to new.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But
I don't know.
they were putting Bill Belichick and the
Coach of
New
the
England Patriots in the same
Should be
category as the New York Jets. As far as most money spent in missing the playoffs, they were putting him in the same category as the Jets. They were putting him in the same category as the Lions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, exactly. That's what I said. I'm like,
I mean, to be honest with you, after going 2-4, I wasn't far off. Like I was starting to question things. I think that's okay though. But who do you have in the NFC? The NFC Championship.
So, I actually have Green Bay and Tampa Bay, the Battle of the Bays.
Wow. So do you think so? The Cardinals finish 1. Do you think they'll play the Rams or the Cowboys?
They'll probably play.
I think we were both in agreement they'll finish 4 and 5, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Because then the Packers Buccaneers will play each other at 2 and 3. Most likely.
Right.
It's a possibility that the Cowboys, like, this is the question. Do you think the Cowboys will finish in the rankings ahead of Tampa Bay, who's at 9 and 3? The Cowboys are at 8.
I think the Cowboys finish behind that.
Right. So they would be at 4. So the Cardinals will play the Cowboys. This is saying that the 6 and the 7 are beaten by the Packers and the Bucks, and then the Rams or the Cowboys play the Cardinals. That would
Correct.
be so.
Correct. So that actually
flip the script on them.
So I actually let's see, because the Cardinals and the Rams are in the same division, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So I actually got Green Bay, the Rams, Tampa Bay, Dallas, Arizona, San Francisco, Minnesota.
So wait, so you think the Rams finish?
Yeah.
Ahead of the Cardinals.
Right. Yep.
What?
So yeah. Right.
Wait. So I said the Rams will go what, 3 and 1?
Right.
So you're saying the Cardinals won't do better than 2 and 2?
Right. I think the Cardinals. Yeah. Correct.
So the Cardinals have. Just hear me out. I got their schedules up. The Cardinals have the Rams this week. So you think the Rams win this week?
I think the Rams win this week. Yeah.
Okay, you think the Rams win this week. And then I don't remember the score of their original game in week 4. But that would probably give them head-to-head advantage. So I
think that would put the Rams at 2-0 over the Cardinals. Actually, yes, because that was the Cardinals' first loss of the year. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The Cardinals
I can't remember.
The Cardinals, that's when I made my debut at the show. The Cardinals lost 24-21 to Green Bay on a Thursday night game.
Is that what it was? That was a Thursday?
Yeah, it was a Thursday night game. Green Bay beat Arizona 24-21. And I said it. I'm like, Green Bay's going to win 24-21.
No. But I'm talking about the Rams and Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, no. So I think, the Rams beat the Cardinals this week.
Okay, so the Cardinals won last time 37-20. So, all right, so after that, the Cardinals need to lose at least one more.
Correct.
if not two more. So they have Detroit, Indy, and Dallas. So you have Indianapolis beating them.
Correct. And I
You
have Dallas
beating
losing
them.
today.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, you have Dallas losing. So you have Detroit beating the Cardinals?
I have that. Yeah, I have that upset.
Oh, God. You are out of your mind. We have
Detroit,
fallen off the wagon.
Listen, Detroit.
We have
Detroit
fallen
has...
completely off the wagon, and it's crazy, but I love it. This is why I love doing a show with you. You're absolutely out of your mind. All right, so I have the Cardinals beating the Rams. I have the I think the Buccaneers beat the Packers, and then that would leave the Cardinals and the Buccaneers. And I just think Tom Brady and the Buccaneers have too much experience, so I'll take the Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl. It's too perfect. Bucks, Pats, Super Bowl, lock it in.
I think so. That's.
I've gone too far
unless,
with the Patriots.
Unless,
we hit the point of no return.
So I mean,
it's Super Bowl or bust.
I'm a big history guy. History is always going to repeat itself. I think we're going to have a matchup between the Chiefs and the Bucks. I hate to say it.
Again, no, I don't. Mine's completely biased.
I would love to see the Patriots make it to a Super Bowl, just so that we can.
Sure.
It's just great. It's good for New England, but history. It's all about history books. What looks great in the history books, and that I think it's Tampa Bay and Kansas City.
Okay.
So we're about kickoff time, almost. What do you got as far as tonight's go? Any bets on tonight? Any money on tonight?
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the Steelers plus 3.5, which I think is the easy pick, and Vegas is telling everybody it's the easy pick, but of course the public's dumb. I'm dumb, so I would normally take minus 3.5, but I'm not gonna. Steelers plus 3.5. Money line. I'm not gonna put money on the money line, but if I did, it would probably just be a couple bucks on the Steelers, just because I like the odds better. But I do think the Vikings will win. So if you have enough money to just spend money, then I would take the Vikings. Vic said Steelers money line. I don't hate it. This one can go either way. They're only plus 150. So, and then the over under is 45.
Yeah,
and I know where I'm going with that.
Slamming the over.
Slamming the over. Life's too short to bet the under.
I got the Steelers at minus 115, and I like the under tonight.
You do?
I do, yeah.
I don't hate it.
I do. So I've got you got any prop bets? You got any other bets? Because you know me, I always got some prop bets going.
Yeah, so I can't. It's not letting me open them right now.
So
but I think
I've got. So I like to do like 4 of them a week.
Sure.
On especially Thursday nights, they're just fun to do. Like primetime games, prop bets are always great to do. America's watching, national televised game. I've got the Vikings tonight with more punts than the Steelers at plus 170.
Don't hate it.
I've got 2 people. All I got to do is just score a touchdown. KJ Osborne to score a touchdown, plus 190.
What was Friarmuth? Was he plus 220 to score?
Yes. Yep.
I'll take that.
He was plus.
And then the other one too was Justin Jefferson. I think it was over 93.5 receiving yards.
I think that's
the other one.
That as well.
Yep.
So I took 2 guys to score touchdowns tonight. Before the show, I was speaking to Rhino about it. So I got KJ Osborne to score TD plus 190 and Ray McLeod III to score a touchdown at plus 460.
You know what's funny? As soon as I saw Ray's name tonight, I thought you were going to say something about Ray. I was like, he was very close to James Washington's point total projection, so I was like, that's
yes. And I was back and forth between the 2 of them. I'm like, well, it was like the Tony Romo, like,
yeah, right.
So I'm like, Ray McLeod. I threw a dart, and that's where it landed. And then my favorite degenerate prop bet of the night. I've got Minnesota to not score all quarters at -295.
What, Minnesota to not score at -295?
-295. So they have to put up 1/4 of 0 points and 295. But bam, wham, bam. Thank you, man.
Whoa, wait. To not score all four quarters, doesn't that mean they don't get a touchdown all four quarters?
No. They have to just not score a touchdown or kick a field goal in quarter 1, 2, 3, or 4. Doesn't matter which one.
Wow, I did not realize that's what that meant.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what that means.
I did not. I thought they would just put whole game. That's ridiculous. I never knew what that meant.
You want to laugh too? You want to laugh at a stat that I kind of chuckled at when I saw it?
Sure.
So, when New England played Atlanta on that Thursday night game a couple weeks ago, there was a bet up there at plus 20,000 that Atlanta doesn't score at all. And I chuckled at that because I'm like, that's intriguing. Like, why the hell? Like, you don't see. So, like, if you go through some of these bets, there's some of them that, I mean, if you don't have to bet it all the time, but there's some of them you're like, that's crazy. Like, dude, Ben Roethlisberger tonight it's either plus or minus 1,600 to score a touchdown. In the last time Ben Roethlisberger ran or was even on the board to score any kind of a touchdown I looked it up, was like 3 seasons ago, almost a year to the date.
No shit.
So I was floating the bird, floating that idea out there, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not risky tonight as far as that goes. I like a couple of the prop bets, prop bets I saw for Sunday and Monday.
Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that, but I think that just about wraps us up. Everyone's going to be watching the game by now. I'm sure Rhino has to tuck the little ones in. So we're going to get going. But thank you guys very much for joining the show. As always, if you stuck through the entire show, we love you. We love you. We love you. You guys can like and share our stuff. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We are probably the most active on TikTok, though, so if you follow us, appreciate it. If you don't, hit the follow button. And we'll be back Sunday morning at 11 a.m. For the Sunday pregame show. Mick, anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's we love and appreciate every single one of you guys every single week. If you can't tell, we're it's like a family, like a group of guys just shooting the breeze, talking about football, and we like everybody else. Yeah. But there's some takes, man, that we call that we quite frankly might get laughed at by people. Like for example, I'm pretty sure there were people live on stream last week laughing at Rhino when he made that real brash, bold prediction of the Lions beating the Vikings.
Yup.
And you know what? I'm glad I'm here for all of that. So again, if you like, follow, share. I'm actually brand new on TikTok. I'm actually gonna go to the Fantasy Dads educational class on how to use TikTok, because I was trying to make a TikTok the other day and it was terrible. So again, we love all you guys. We appreciate all you guys, and stay tuned.
That's right. Yep. So we'll see you guys Sunday.
See you guys on Sunday.
Great show, Mick, and